Welcome to Quantum Finance. My name is Parker, and this is our weekly recap for the week ending August 25th, 2023. So, in this video, we'll go over all the charts, and then we'll look at some news from the previous week, and then we'll look at the economic calendar for next week. So, starting here with the S&P 500 Spider ETF, as you can see, we did have a green week this week here in the stock market after 3 red weeks in a row, bouncing off that midline here, which did line up from these previous highs back from August. If you remember last week's video, I did say there was a major level of support, so it's not very surprising to see like at least a some type of bounce here off this level. Looking down here at our daily chart, as you can see, just kind of consolidating down here, hasn't quite got its trend reversal just yet. As you can see, getting that big rejection candle yesterday when we did run into that trend line. Looking at the debt market with the U.S. 10-year yield, red week this week, we did end up breaking last week's highs here on Tuesday and Wednesday, but as you can see, getting a big pullback off that level. Still kind of holding this uptrend here on this daily midline, but just kind of topping out here, not able to really close above these previous highs back here from last October. It does kind of look like a topping candle here on the week if I had to guess, so might expect a pullback. And that next level we would be looking for would be about this 4.09 level, as you can see these previous highs back here from February and July. Turning to the dollar, nice green week here in the dollar, continuing its nice move to the upside here. As you can see, getting really close to running into that upper extreme. Pretty much just gone straight up here for 6 weeks in a row, really running into this major resistance here at this previous high back here from May and that upper extreme. So I would maybe expect some type of pullback in the dollar coming soon. Turning to cryptocurrencies, we have Bitcoin. If you remember last week, we did get that massive red week with that liquidation event that happened. But as you can see, this week so far, just kind of consolidating and just going sideways. Not really too much to talk about. Still holding that lower extreme here and has not quite broke these lows from June. Turning to XRP, kind of the same story here in XRP. Kind of the same story in most of the cryptocurrencies with that big sell-off we got last week. And then this week, just kind of consolidating sideways. Turning to oil, we do have a red week here in oil, getting a nice pullback after its big move to the upside. This is a very bullish pullback, as you can see, pushing up, running into that upper extreme, pulling down here into that midline, as you can see the wick right now. As you can see, we got a nice green day today with that midline on the weekly chart lining up with this lower extreme. As you can see, the downtrend here on the daily chart, I would watch for this downtrend to break going into next week. This is a pretty bullish pullback here right into that midline on the weekly chart. Looking at gold, nice green week here in gold, bouncing off that lower extreme. Really kind of bought most of those losses from last week back here. As you can see, a bullish engulfing candle. Turning to silver, huge green week here in silver after bouncing off that lower extreme last week, getting up through that midline as well. As you can see here on the daily chart, just some really big green days here, with this day being up 2.5% and Wednesday up 3.9%. So a lot of nice strength here in silver. As you can see, the downtrend that is approaching here on the weekly chart. So I would definitely watch this kind of level for a move, for a retest of these previous highs. Now we can look at some of the news from last week. Starting here with some real estate news. This is just, something that speaks how unaffordable the housing market has become. Today, Zillow announced that they will begin offering mortgages with 1% down, and other lenders are now offering up to 40-year mortgages. The monthly payment on a $500,000 home with a 30-year mortgage with 1% down is $3,500 a month, or $42,000 per year. We also have U.S. home purchases applications dropping to its lowest level since 1995. We also have the U.S. existing home sales falling 17% over the last year, which is the 23rd consecutive year-over-year decline, which is the longest down streak since 2007-2009, the Great Financial Crisis. We also had the BRICS Summit happen this week, and it was huge, honestly. Here you have the South African president announcing that they did reach an agreement with the other BRICS nations to invite Argentina, Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates to become full members of BRICS, and their membership will come into effect on January 2024. And with that news, that does mean 6 of the 9 world's biggest oil producers will be members of the BRICS nations, which pretty much directly opposes the United States. And here we had an entity this week come out and accumulate over $3 billion worth of Bitcoin over the past couple months, and it just kind of really blew up this week when it hit that $3 billion mark. There was rumors that it was BlackRock, but I'm pretty sure it came out to be Robinhood Securities. The little trading app that did end up buying all that Bitcoin. So now we can look at the economic calendar for next week. So it looks like Tuesday we get consumer confidence and job openings. Wednesday we get non-farm employment change, GDP, and pending home sales. We also get some crude oil inventories as well. Thursday we get the core PCE price index, month over month and year over year, and we also get initial jobs claims. And then Friday we get average hourly earnings, non-farm payrolls, the unemployment rate, manufacturing PMI, and manufacturing prices. But yeah, that'll do it for the video. Appreciate y'all watching, and I'll talk to y'all later.